Hey everyone, I'm back. Miss you guys. When you hop on, say hi. Hi Rosie, welcome. Give it another minute or so and we're going to get started. Hi Denise, welcome. Hi Linda, hi Tina, welcome. Hey Denise, I need your address. If you're on Facebook, send it to me Messenger or send it to me through my email. All right, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to get started. And then tomorrow night, I'm just going to be on sometime tomorrow to go over my Black Friday gift giving thing. I wanted to do it over the weekend, and I just wasn't up to it. So I'm going to do a short video of everything on my table here. I brought it out here in my craft room, rearranged it and everything. And I'm going to go over it. I still have a couple of to-go kits. And you will get this cute little Christmas bag. I'm going to flip it down so you can see it. This has everything that I'm offering for the to-go. You get a cute little bag. I did not weigh it yet to see how much because it will be in a flat rated envelope or box, and I did not weigh it yet. So, but yeah, you get that cute little bag along with a thank you gift for me, and it's $30 plus shipping. So as soon as I get all that together and weigh it and everything, I will let you guys know. Hi Sue, welcome. All right, I am gonna get started. I am using Stamp Set the Gingerbread Man, and this die cuts 2 out at a time. You can make a little card if you want. I cut them apart like so, right at the edges there. So gonna get started with that. And then the other card I'm doing is using a retired stamp set. This is the card. You open it up like that. Okay. I changed the color from red to green. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's my next card. Okay. This piece is 7.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score it at 3.25. Thank you, Linda. and score it at 3 1/4. You need a piece, 2 pieces, sorry, 1 piece of basic white, and that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Yeah, it fits right inside there. If you don't want it, if you want to leave some over here, that's fine. But there's DSP that goes on the inside. So I'm going to put that down a while. Put that in there a while. Like so. And then this DSP is smaller than that one. As long as you make it as wide as you want, okay, you just want to make sure you see that in the white. I cut this piece at 1 1/2 by 5 1/2. And that's going to go right on the edge, top, bottom, and side. Like so. Okay. And then I went ahead and did Season's Greeting on a piece of scrap. If you want to know the size, it is a 2 1/8 by 1. And I'm going to give it a tail. I call them tails. That's going to go on the front. And I went ahead and cut him out. This is a part of this one. And I used a painter, one of these paint markers. Okay. I got mine at Amazon. And I just wiggled my lines to make the decorations on him. I used shaded spruce dots. And you could use the stamp set and do the outline. It's all in here. You can do the outline. It has the nose, the mouth, the buttons, and everything. But I went ahead and just did it my way. And then he's just going to get glued right on there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue at the top of him. And we're just going to lay the hat on there. Like so. I went ahead and did a bow. I did 2. I did a white one and a green one. But I'm going to just do green, and then I'm going to put this right on top. Yeah, I think I will. So let me put some glue on here. I don't know why I had that white bow, but we're going to go ahead and use it. I'm going to put it right here in the middle. Give it a little outline there. That glue's really coming out fast. You usually have to fight with it. I'll get that off later. He's going to go on the front of the card, like so. Okay. So I'm just going to put glue right down the center like that and over here. Only because some of that part on this side will not be glued down the whole way, because you want to make sure you Don't put glue where he's over the front of the card, or you won't be able to open the front. Now, for this one, I'm going to put over here. Oh, you know what? That white glue is supposed to go on there. Look, I got a red bow. So, I'm going to put it behind. Yeah. Should have looked at my card. We're just going to put right like that. And then we're going to put Season's Greeting. And that's going to go right here. Right at the edge. Like so. That's card number 1. And I did a red one. The center cuts out. And I did a white one. So I reversed it. I put the red center on this and the white center on the red one. And then I went and did Wink of Stella. Find my Wink of Stella. And I put it on the bows. So I'm just going to go right over that. And give it a little glitter. You won't be able to see that, but it shines. Okay. So that's card number 1. Card number 2, like I said, it's a retired stamp. It's the sweetest star. Thanks, Tina. The sweetest star. Okay. It does have a punch. And this one is in the catalog yet. Okay. So I decided to bring them back out. And we're going to make a fun little card. I went ahead and stamped Santa Claus 3 times and punched him out. And then when you punch them out, they have a little bit of wider white around it. So I fussy cut around it, make it a little closer. I used the mini alphabet die. And I also used the dotted circle 3D embossing folder. And that would be this right here. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then you need a piece that's for the inside. And I already stamped Santa Claus and used my blends to color him in. I'm going to stamp something here. Excuse me, this is 4 by 5 1/4. That's the inside. And then I have 3 ho 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 somewhere. Did I lose my ho ho hos? Oh, let me see. Oh, here. They're in the envelope yet. There we go. Okay. I'm going to stamp the inside here so I can put it in. This is real red, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. My dotted circles will go on the front. I'm going to stamp wishing you a holly jolly Christmas. And I think I have that on straight. And I need my real red. And we're going to get my piece of scratch paper and we'll see if it's straight. Straight enough for me. Okay, so we're going to just put that right. I'm going to put it down here. That way you can write at the top your messages. And he's going to go on the inside, so we're going to put him in a while. like so. And then we're going to work on the front. I got 3 Santa Clauses, and I'm thinking doing something like this. I didn't design one. I had 1 of these already stamped and colored, and he was inside the stamp set. And I thought, well, now wait, let me see what I can do. So I stamped 2 more. I collared 2, and I thought, well, he says ho ho ho, so I thought ho 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 this way, like so. Okay, I'm gonna pop this one up and glue these 2 down. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. And we're gonna put him up here. I was gonna make them off of the paper and then trimmed them up, but I didn't like that, so I just went ahead and finished collaring them in, and this is what I came up with as I'm speaking tonight, because I had no idea how I was going to lay him out on the card. Put him like this. Now, I could have glued him all down, the letters and everything, and then ran it through the embossing folder. Then the whole card would be embossed, even the images. I need some dimensionals. One for his head. And we're going to put him over here. About like that. And then we're going to just put our ho 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 down. And I put on adhesive sheets. And then the next project is a mini album. And I'm using retired paper, Christmas paper. That was a 6x6 pack. I don't even remember the name of it. And I show you one that I did a couple years ago. And I made it for my granddaughter that live upstairs with me. And I think most of it's her 2 oldest children in there. But I'll show you, it's very simple, very easy. So, okay, let me throw this away. And we'll put this on the front of the card, and this card would be done. This would be cute to send to a little kid. Santa Claus on the front. Now, if you really wanted to step it up, get your Wink of Stella and do his beard and hat. Okay. and his hat. I mean, you can do it on all three of them. I'd show you, but you don't see them in the camera, but they are glittery. If you want more shine, you could use, we don't have dazzling diamonds anymore, but you could use those. Do the end of his coat. Okay. You won't be able to see it, so I'm not even going to try to put it up there for you to see it. It's sparkly. But that is card number 2. The photo album now is, whoops, my camera, my base, it's too heavy. It wants to tilt front, and I have to put something on the back. I need to get a clamp. Okay, this is the photo album I wanted to show you. It's using a piece of cardstock and our cellophane clear medium envelopes. Okay, you need 12 of these. So, and then you need 12 pieces of DSP. This is my granddaughter and her 2 oldest children, and that's her husband. This was before they got married. But yeah, so, but you put pictures and you have room to write if you want. Okay, you can decorate it more too. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Get a piece of paper and pencil. You can write down the measurements. I have them wrote down here. You need, this is wrong. I adjusted it today. 1 and 2 inch. This is 9 1/4 by 4 3/4. And you're going to score it on the 9 1/4 inch side at 1 and 2. Okay, so it's 9 1/4 by 4 3/4. Score it at 1 and 2 on the 9 1/4 inch side. Okay, then you need a piece that is 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then that's going to be in the front. You're going to glue that to the first score line. Make sure it's even here. Then you need some for the front here. And this is 2 1/4 by 5. And this piece is another retired set paper, 1 3/4 by 5. Okay, so let's show you how to do this. Let me look at my book first. Yeah, okay. What you're going to do, you're going to set everything aside but your bigger piece, okay? You're going to take off the piece that's hiding the adhesive. You're going to lay that in here up against this the second score line here. You're going to take that and lay that right up against there. And you're going to make sure you put it in evenly, top and bottom, like so. You're going to do that with all 12 of your papers, envelopes. Just line them right up to the first one. If you'd rather, you could do it without you could put them all together before you put them in here. And then you would only have to worry about all of them at one time. So in other words, if I would take this and then take this, and you can kind of bring them together. like so. And then just do that, and then you take the bottom off and line it up in there. That might be easier for you. So we're just gonna line this up to those. It's best if you work where it's not so light. Like put a piece of dark color cardstock or something so you can actually see where your papers are. But I ended up with this edge over here for me. Do these. Can't see if that's right or not. Got a couple more. You wouldn't have to do 12 if you didn't want to do 12. That's entirely up to you. But I thought this would make it cute. You can make it for any occasion. Hi, Deb. Yeah, I'm working on a mini album here. I missed being on all last week. Sinuses was kicking my butt. I usually get that 2 times a year. And it kicked my butt. Okay, last one. Put that here. Okay. Then I'm going to take the bottom protective off. I'm going to line it up in here so that it, and then you fold that over. Okay. And you would take a stapler and you would put staples here on the first fold. So I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put the flat end on the back. And another one. Okay. Now we're going to put this on. And it should line right up to the end. Okay. So we're going to lay that like that. And we're going to put glue here. You can use your tear and tape or your snail or Seal Plus. I'm a liquid glue girl. And we'll put that down. If you can't see, but my plastics aren't even. So you want to make sure they're even. You won't notice it, but you want to make sure they're even before you put them all in the book. Okay. So then what we're going to do is take some white. This is white. What kind of fluffy trim. And I am just going to go from the inside and bring it up and over like so. I'm going to cut it off. think that's too fat. Too fat of a ribbon. Well, let me see what I have over here. I have some. Let's use some of, this is sheer ribbon. It's retired, but that's okay. And I'm just going to make it long enough to tie a bow or tie it in a knot. I'm going to tie it in a knot. You know, guys don't want to watch me make a bow. Take me forever. There we go. Trim that up. Okay. Now you would take DSP and put over here. I do not have one cut for that, but I do have this piece is going to go here. And this piece is going to go here. Now in the stamp set, I'm going to do May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. Okay. So I'm going to get that out. And there's some snowflakes in here. So I'm going to put them over in the corner. So let me get this here. This is Cherry Cobbler, but I think I'm going to do it in gray. Basic gray. That's what that is. And put that over here. Okay. And then we're going to take the snowflakes. And we're going to see what that looks like. Whoops, cut. Yeah, that's all right. And that'll go up top there. And you know what? Being that I got this gray, let me cut. I have it right here. I'm using one of my favorite DSP that's no longer available. It coordinated with this Peaceful Cabin. And I made a sampler, and I tried to find a sampler for you guys using this stamp set and DSP, and I cannot find it. I'm still looking. So 5.5, I think. Is that 5.5? No, Dab. 4.5. 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Okay. So let's bring this back in. And then all I gotta do is put my paper in. So let's put that here. And that will be end to end. Here and here. Okay. And we're gonna lay these down. Go here. And then this one. That's gonna go here. Okay. So then the paper, like I said, this is retired paper. But what you're going to do is one sheet, you're going to cut 12, and they are going to go in here. And these are actually, I'll give you the sizes. Well, this is 5 and 15/16. So you wouldn't have, you could make it a little less by 4 and 3/4. Okay. But you're going to put it from the back side because that's how you have um, put them in. So, and then if you don't like how you have it going in, you can take them out and move them around how you want to put them in. But the key of it is to get your pockets straight and even, and make sure you staple them at the top of this to hold them in better. It's one thing nice about double-sided paper. Because there's always two sides, and being that you're using one sheet per envelope, it gives you 24 pages. You don't have to put pictures on all of them. You could put verses or whatever in there. This would be good for, you could make autograph books for kids in school. That way they can have their friends sign autograph books and your teachers. But that is the mini album for you. And like I said, you just want to make sure you get these in the right. Now, see how mine is over because mine, oh, thanks, Deb. Mine is not even in here, but you don't even notice it. But that's how. And then you put your pictures in, just like this one. This little girl here, she's 9 years old. She was my first great granddaughter, and she was born deaf. This is her brother, Jaden. I was gonna say, oh, see, you gotta be careful. It's ripping on the sides. And then this is Ella. That's Ella and Evie. She was like the mother. And this is my grandson, Tegan. He's to his father. And that's Evie. That's Jaden. And this is my other great grandson, Isaiah, Evie, and Jaden. We were at a baby shower. There's Ella. Love the hair. That's my daughter. That's her granddaughter. And there they are. That's my sister Tina. She's holding Jaden, and Avie's beside her. This was taken at Easter time. Whoops. But yeah, so you could write here, and put on who it is and how old they were. But this goes to my granddaughter, so she can do all that writing. So, but yeah, Very simple, cute little idea for any gift, anybody. So let me put this one on top since that's the one I did, and we'll do my cards. Okay. Like I said, I will be on again tomorrow. Thanks, Tina. I will be on again tomorrow. I don't know what time. It might be during the day. It's just a video showing you what I have left from my Black Friday gift giving. And I still have some to-go kits to go. So I will be on. I don't know if it'll be during the day or in the evening. Probably in the evening. Um, so, and then Wednesday, I'm not sure if it'll be scrapbooking Wednesday. I might show you how to make some of this product here. But yeah, so all right, guys, I am gonna let you go, and I will be back sometime tomorrow, um, just for a quick video. In fact, I might even just do the video and upload it to YouTube. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So, all right. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad to be back. I miss you guys. I miss doing these. But I was just wiped out. I just laid around all day, all week. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate every one of you. And I will see you maybe tomorrow or with a live or just be a video. I'm not sure. If you're on my Facebook, I will probably put it on there, record it live on there maybe. So, just not sure what I want to do yet. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, and I will see you Wednesday for sure.